Have you ever wondered about the precise legal distinctions that define some of the most serious international offenses, especially when it comes to the protection of people not involved in fighting? Understanding these nuances is crucial for grasping the framework of international humanitarian law and holding individuals accountable for their actions during armed conflict. Yes, absolutely. Being directed against any civilian population is indeed a core and essential element of a crime against humanity. This requirement means that the acts must be part of a larger policy or pattern of conduct specifically targeting a group of people who are not participating in hostilities, rather than isolated individual incidents. The International Criminal Court's Rome Statute, which defines crimes against humanity, clearly specifies that these acts must be committed as part of a widespread or systematic attack directed against any civilian population. This is the fundamental why behind the definition. It distinguishes crimes against humanity from ordinary crimes, emphasizing the scale and intent behind the atrocities. The term civilian population refers to people who are not combatants, and the attack must be state or organization orchestrated, not random. To fully understand this, consider how legal practitioners assess such cases. They look for evidence of a policy or plan, either by a state or an organization, to commit the acts. This means examining whether the violence was widespread, meaning large-scale, or systematic, meaning organized and occurring pursuant to a common plan. This helps to determine if the acts were isolated incidents or part of a deliberate campaign against non-combatants. An interesting nuance here is that while the attack must be directed against a civilian population, every single victim of such an attack does not necessarily have to be a civilian. A non-civilian victim, for example a captured combatant, can still be considered a victim of a crime against humanity if their suffering is part of the larger attack targeting a civilian population. This highlights the broad protective scope of the statute. Ultimately, the phrase, directed against any civilian population, ensures that crimes against humanity are understood as offenses against humanity itself, stemming from deliberate policies of extreme violence, rather than isolated acts. This focus on protecting non-combatants underscores the moral imperative of international law, providing a vital shield for those most vulnerable during conflicts.